Again, I'm a big fan of his style of play, you know, bringing out the king. And he really had a nice showing in his debut. I believe he had a very close match with Vermilion.
Yes, yes, he did.
Yeah, really testing the Devil Jin of Vermilion in his first day.
Yeah, we were backstage when we were backstage and watching the match, and it was insane how he was able to land a rolling death cradle on Vermilion. So I always have a soft spot for character loyalists, and this is RakEnRoL over here, rocking the STIE Olympians' merch. And you know, I talked to him before the conference started, and he's just really happy and excited to be here. And he did promise to bring out the rolling death cradle every time he tries to play. So you know he's a game type of esports athlete.
Let's see though, is Doujin prepared to break those throws? I think he does have enough knowledge to know when the timing is, when you can break the actual chain grab that leads into the rolling death cradle. So I think it's a bigger challenge now for RakEnRoL to land that move on Doujin.
And it's a classic story of a character loyalist versus a character roulette. There should really be a name for this. I don't know. Character virtuoso. He just knows a lot of characters, ladies and gentlemen. I can't think of anything.
Yeah, I do think that if you are a character loyalist, you know, if you played, for example, in RakEnRoL's case, King, you're only playing King for a long amount of time. You get more and more familiar the more players you face. So at least you're familiar with majority of the matchups that can get thrown at you. At least there you can find comfort, and it makes it a bit easier to prepare for an individual such as Doujin.
That's true. I think that's an advantage he will bring to the table, because no matter what character's brought to you, you already know what you're capable of. So at least you have that 50% of the book covered, instead of the rest of the 50% being your opponent as well as the character he's bringing out. So really interesting. I know he's a crowd favorite. He is the dark horse. He is the newbie, because if you look at Pika, if you look at Nature Lover, they were behind the scenes. They were coaching. They were still in the vicinity of the nationals. This is the new blood, the new breed of the nationals here, the new breed of esports athlete in RakEnRoL.
Yeah, I'm really excited. And you know, so far out of all the quote-unquote newbies that we have seen here for the nationals, he has, you know, performed the best out of all of them standings wise. So let's see whether or not he can build up on that here for day 2. I'm excited to see him play against Doujin, really.
He's running with a lot of confidence. Let's see if he can carry that momentum as we go along. It's only day 2, so anything can change. But rest assured that he will gain a lot of experience with this matchup against one of the top dogs of the nationals, which is Doujin. And just for a fun fact as well, I believe RakEnRoL did spend some time in Japan recently. So yeah, so I don't know if he learned some secret tech there, King Tech or something.
A lot of great Tekken players from Japan.
Exactly. So we'll see. So I know that there are a lot of fans of his watching right now. He is a content creator as well. He's really big in the Tekken community. So he is a crowd favorite. And I think aside from me, there are a lot of people that are happy that he's represented here in the Nationals.
Yeah, and I love that he's doing great as well when he does come out to compete. And you know, here we get to see what character Doujin will finally go for up against what most likely is a king.
Oh, going back to the Lily. All right. So maybe it is Lily Day for Doujin. He just wants to go back and see, try his luck and see if like he can implore the game plan he wanted against Leroy, but with the king now.
Interesting choice here. Even though he didn't win the first game, maybe just gonna try again here going up against RakEnRoL.
Wouldn't it be funny if he hit random and it went to Lily again?
That would be funny.
Like, oh darn, all right, cool, let's go with Lily. And no surprise here, the Jaguar represented by STIE Olympians is RakEnRoL. First round, Thorn Whip, 2 Thorn Whips, nice interrupt there. Didn't want his ankles to get busted.
Oh, 3? Really chopping away at the legs here.
Yeah, the stand-up battle is going to Doujin so far. Whoa, wild exchange there. Could have gone for anyone. Oh, wow, gets the screw early on. Oh, nice. Pushes Doujin towards the wall here. Nice, backs away. RakEnRoL practicing a lot of patience. You know Doujin likes to push on the offense. Moves away from that Thorn Whip. Shining Wizard gets thrown away. Steps on it. Wow, big low, and the wall is right there, and Doujin secures the first round.
Yeah, and man, that round really, it was just Doujin chopping away at RakEnRoL's legs. A lot of the things that killed him there really was just the low pokes and finally the launcher from Doujin. So he is getting a lot of mileage from poking away.
Whoa!
But here, no break on the Giant Swing. Big damage. Ah,
Oh,
that
and he gets
hurts.
the wall. My goodness, yeah. You saw that Doujin was trying to just dictate its stance. RakEnRoL's like, yeah, I'm just gonna Giant Swing you. Stop hitting me. Look at that. Still going for those lows, and now RakEnRoL back in this. Round off. And now Doujin goes for the Matterhorn. RakEnRoL is able to defend. Three-string. Oh, wow, a down jab just to close that one out. Nothing fancy. He just wants to secure that round.
Yeah, didn't need to do much there as Doujin was already super low. Goes for the flying elbow there. RakEnRoL
Big
trying to get
elbow
crazy
drop.
here.
Yeah, and he's trying to match the crazy offense of Doujin with his own brand of crazy offense. Nice people's elbow, goes for the power crush. Now RakEnRoL slowly changing the pace. Capital punishment to the Giant Swing. If this hits the wall, it's going to hurt a ton. Oh, not to the wall. All right, nice roll there from Doujin. Doujin getting him on the brink of rage and gets the splat. And my goodness, he's going to capitalize on this one. One more hit, and he secures that third round.
Yes, Doujin able to clutch it out there towards the end, gets a wall splat, crucial there to secure the third round.
And now we are at an infinite stage, Chistos. Let's see how this will go. Nice throw break. Doujin getting the timing of RakEnRoL. Oh, Doujin with a grab of his own. Stomps on him while he's on the ground.
Testing him here. Again!
Oh, wow, testing is the right word. Nice block on the low there from RakEnRoL. He's going to capitalize on this. Now still continues the pressure.
Oh, not that time.
Oh, wow. He baited the hop kick and punished it accordingly. Hit the Jaguar bomb. Doujin in the red. Very scary situation for RakEnRoL. Blocks the rage drive. Oh, wow. Catches him with a round off once again. Goes for the... Oh, the unblockable setup. My goodness, Doujin. Bringing out the welcome mat for RakEnRoL there.
Welcome to the Nationals. Welcome to Doujin's crazy offense as well. Man, just when you thought RakEnRoL had the advantage, Doujin able to go for that setup with the unblockable, able to seal that first game. Man, you really have to be a different level of, crazy to go for that.
Yeah, and
there.
Also, high level play why Doujin was not bringing out the grabs early on, and as you said, he was testing him. Got 2 successful grabs from a grappler character. So that's another element that RakEnRoL has to take into account. How Doujin changes up the offense, changes out the tools that he brings out. Because initially, he was really chipping away at he got like 3 lows in a row. 3 to 2 lows in a row with that Thorn Whip of Lily. And, RakEnRoL was practicing a lot of patience there. But, Doujin, being the veteran here in the Nationals, was able to, squeeze out that victory.
And still, I feel like some of the rounds that Doujin got away from RakEnRoL, they were still very, very close. Just a few more hits, RakEnRoL could have closed out. But let's see here, heading over to our second game. We are going to head over to an infinite stage here. So a lot more space for both of them to work around. And speaking of space, RakEnRoL, I feel like one of the things that's really good about his game is the fact that he moves so well. He's able to utilize his movement so well and create these whiff opportunities for him to punish. But let's see. Lily as well, one of those characters with excellent movement.
Going for a different costume, the Rainmaker outfit. So here we are. Again, yeah, the movement, the crouch, the Jaguar steps are playing to factor. Look at these lows, just chipping away, and Doujin really going for death by 1,000 cuts. And Doujin able to find the opening, gets a huge launch. Even though it's an infinite stage, he makes the most out of it.
Alright, goes for the shoulder tackle there as well.
RakEnRoL has a huge mountain to climb with this huge life deficiency.
Oh, again with the lows, he's just chipping away. Those angles are gonna hurt. Oh, but he gets a big launch here. Can he convert?
Capital punishment, double axe handle there to open that one out. Big damage. Now Doujin, rips it with a 3-string there. And now RakEnRoL in a tougher position because Doujin is up by 1 round in this match.
Yeah, decided to challenge the string there, but gets a big launch here. Convert into the combo.
Excellent. First opening seconds, but Doujin answers back. Now trying to even things out in terms of life. Doujin measuring his target. Wow, catches him ducking with that round off. And my goodness, Doujin gonna collect huge damage. Watch out. Nice punishment there from RakEnRoL.
Oh, the movement, the spacing.
Life is almost about even, Chistos, but not anymore.
Oh, a few
for
more
that rolling
hits.
Sobat. And now RakEnRoL is in the red. He can try to fish for something big here, but time is not his ally. Oh, goes for the clothesline. Oh, wow, big setup. Woo! Big elbow drop from RakEnRoL. This man came to play.
How many times have we seen him finish off a round with that rage drive into elbow drop? Oh,
Yeah,
great
pretty-
sidestep.
Excellent. Like you pointed out, the movement, but look at that, the lows, the thorn whips of Doujin, keeping RakEnRoL stationary. Look at those jabs, he's really fighting beautifully behind that jab and those lows. And Doujin really pushing the pace, catches him moving, goes for a submissive heel. Oh, goes for the shove of King. Grabs him. Multi-throw. Is there going to be a break? Oh, wow, goes for the STF. Big damage, not in rage quite yet. Oh man, whiffs the grab, puts RakEnRoL in rage, but wow, just stuffs it with that low, and Doujin is at match point.
Yeah, sets himself up for match point here. It's the first few hits down here to open up our 4th round.
And I have to say, he is very comfy with this Lily pick. Now that he's got it, now he's all warmed up.
Exactly. Oh, he's getting chipped away here. RakEnRoL needs to find something back.
The stand-up is going to Doujin, but the combo damage, RakEnRoL is piling that on. Nice get-up kick there. Submissive heel. Oh, no throw escape, and Doujin closes that round out. 2-0. Welcome to the Nationals, RakEnRoL. That is Doujin, ladies and gentlemen.
Champions.